My mic was doing some weird things. Where are my sleepy people at? That was supposed to be cooler. Yeah. Yeah. So, hi everyone. It's me, Sheldon Ray Bird. I'm quite sleepy, and this is a video. In my country, it is daylight savings time, which means I'm tired, and so is a lot of people. Is my mic distorting a bit? I'm hearing a bit in my monitor. Yeah. I had some effects earlier. Oh yeah. But yeah, so how you guys doing? I see Pono Boy, Oogie Boogie, and Evan are in the chat. Cool, it sounds good to you, Pono Boy. Must be just my headphones. Just the monitor. Oh well. No distortion. Good. So, I'm just gonna do my best. Maybe the sugar from the plugin that we're working with today will help me out, because I have some props that I want to show you guys. So the chat's over there, but I'm gonna read it on my phone too. Oogie said, I went to sleep earlier and took a siesta not long ago. West Coaster. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm in Central Time, so it's 5 o'clock over here. Evan debated napping today, but could not get comfortable. It's a rough time. I think stress might have to do with it. Like, it's a stressful time in life, but we get through it, and I'm happy everyone's here. Yeah, I got games on my phone. I'm like, yeah. So today I want to show you guys what I have. I decided to get some props. Maybe it's a fun visual thing. I got a little bowl of cookies, just little ones. They're from a bag. They're mass produced, and I put this like sauce container at the bottom upside down so it looks like they're overflowing. There's not that many in here, but yeah. Pona Boy helped his mom move furniture, and then Smock Tweet. Nice. Yeah, I wish I could. It just doesn't work for me anymore. But I also got some big cookies for when we do some big chippoing. Yeah, and I decided to wear browns. I wanted to look like a cookie myself, you know, because I've been told I'm very sweet. So, oh hey, Burn Money Beats, who up chipping their chocolate? Yeah. So Evan's clicking his cookie right now. That sounds wrong. I'm sorry for saying that. But yeah, I'm so sorry, Evan. We got some Chippo going on, and I'm thinking about having a bite of one of these every time I add one, and then maybe I'll do this at the very end. To be honest, I'm not looking forward to all the cookies today. Like, you know, last night it was my grandma's birthday, and we surprised her at a restaurant, and yeah, we got a cake, and I got the leftovers, so I had a decent amount, not too much, but like, I'm glad I don't eat sugar very much because I feel terrible. Maybe that's part of why I don't feel up to it. Evan's gonna click. Oh god. But yeah, so at the end of this, maybe this will be our new beat. Click it. Yeah. So to get to the, oh yeah, Evan said happy birthday. To get to the brass tacks of everything, I want to show you guys Chippo because yeah, unless we got other things to talk about, which I think we covered everything. Today was a really nice day, and I just spent it all inside. I opened the window in here all the way, and as you can see, hence daylight savings, it is bright. It looks so crazy on camera. I'm in the white void, it's so bright. Yeah. So look forward to that changing over time. It'll be a nice little barometer of how far in we are. Yeah, and like I said in chat, for those of you watching back who aren't in live chat or don't have it enabled, oh boy, my eyes. Since I'm feeling tired, if I don't feel like it, I'm just gonna stop the stream. Hello, testing. Maybe it is just my monitor. I heard some crazy distortion there. Anyway, yeah, so if I'm just not feeling it, I'm just gonna quit. The main thing to do this is when you create stuff, it's essentially like a muscle. You know, for those of you in the Emily Hopkins community, Russ mentions that, you know, doing things, the hardest part is just doing it. And the more you do it, the more it's like a muscle that gets stronger and it becomes less of a big deal. You know, like 10 push-ups to someone who doesn't work out is like crazy compared to like someone who does crazy workouts all the time. Oh. Pona Boy says, do what you feel. We are here to support your work. Thank you, Pona Boy. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this. Excuse me. My schedule is thankfully quite consistent. So I'm trying to keep it to weekends because I've got all day to prepare for a stream. Yeah, so the more you do it, the less hard it is. And I'll have these recordings on my channel for those of you who want to watch them back. And I plan on doing testing. Man, I'm having a rough time with my mixer right now. Yeah, I'm planning to edit together highlights of these. So eventually, once I get a decent stream that is like, you know, start to finish cool, yeah, I'll just edit highlights and post them on my channel. I want to put out content. I want to have a conversation. I don't just want to keep releasing songs. I want to be showing people how I do things because I think it's really cool. And I don't see a lot of people doing things the way I do. Not to say it's super advanced, but it's just different. So, anyway, let's go to FL Studio. That's not FL Studio. That's the coastline. This is FL Studio. And yeah, just checking in. All right. So this is where I make my beats. I'm sure you guys have seen this before if you've tuned in to other streams, or you know me in real life. Well, even a lot of people I know don't really see this. Anyway, I've got this plugin called Chippo. And for those of you unaware, this was made by Emily Hopkins, Russ, and Cycling 77. And yeah. My mic sounds like it's fading between a modern mic and being an old 1940s radio mic. I thought so. Like, I don't know what the deal is. Like, you know, that's what I'm hearing in my headphones, but I'm like, maybe that's just me. I gotta clean the dust out of this mixer. Yep. Pona Boy is a total newbie with FL Studio, only familiar with Ableton. That's cool. I've messed with Ableton a couple times, but it's I don't know, it's not intuitive to me because I haven't worked enough in it. Yeah. Hopefully the mic isn't some crazy issue like it is right now. Oh boy. Maybe this will be a short stream. Well, let me try something really quick. Did the Nintendo 64 thing. Burn Money Beats is an FL Pro here. Cool. If you have anything to share, let me know. Because before the stream, I called Evan and I'm like, hey, can you help me out here? I'm like really tired today. And so like, yeah, if there's something I'm missing about explaining things, like if I go over something, just let me know because all right, Mike's good. Sometimes I explain things and I gloss over things that I think are just normal and unimportant, but to someone who doesn't produce like all the time, I just skip over it. Yeah. So let me pause this music here. Yeah. So hi everyone. It's just me. And this is just Chippo. So we got a new instance. Cheers, everyone. Yep. This is how I'm going to do it. Every time I have a new instance, I'll take one of these. That means I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got like 13 instances to do in chat or in the stream. We'll see. I don't know. I just, before the stream, I just went to the store to get one of these because in the thumbnail, I have one of these. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool to have it in person? Anyway, you can tell I'm like super spacey and jumping around. This is Chippo, and it is unique in a plugin because if I were to insert a regular oscillator, such as 3x oscillator in FL Studio, on the keyboard, it sounds like Yeah. It's just, you know, I play it on my keyboard. There it is. And yeah, if I have drums, I put them on here, such as so you may notice I'm doing like everything. Like I'm selecting where the notes are. I'm selecting the keys, the pitches that I'm doing. Chippo, I call it a right-brained plugin because you kind of lose that control, but you get sound. You can't really like sequence something and then play it back exactly. Like I'll just show you. So we got this melody here. If I click generate melody, it generates randomness. And I press this infinity to keep cycling through. Yeah, and it's just gonna do its own thing regardless of where the tempo is starting. Like if I change the BPM, hold on, Chippo. Thank you, Chippo. If I change the BPM, right now it's 130. If I move it down to 90, it is slower. Yep. Change it to like 50. Let's change it to like 256. Yeah, it's going crazy. I think FL Studio goes up to like 900. What? It used to go up to like 999 and it looks like it caps off at 522. That's new. Oh my God, Burn Money Beats. Did you know that? I mean, I don't know if you ever make like 522 beats per minute songs, but like that's kind of crazy. So I didn't know that. Huh. Anyway, let's go back to like 130. So yeah, Chippo will play on its own. So if I had a sequence going, like let's say I wanted to have a 4 on the floor kick beat, I can start it. It's not exactly on time if I like, you know. Brimoni said, yeah, a few versions they capped it. That's lame. Come on. We're making music here. Pono Boy says, I only play 522 beats per minute whilst showering. That's crazy. What a crazy thing to say. Anyway, so yeah, so it's a sequencer standalone thing. Yeah. So then on top of the melody, you can also do a bass line, which let me generate a bass. Over here, Over here, I changed the density, which 100% is every single note is playing. Yep. It doesn't seem to work for bass, but that's fine. They kept speedcore in mind, though, with the tempo. Okay, cool. Yeah. So 100% density is let's fill in every single possible note. And yeah, if I turn it way down, like let's say 16, that will be a pretty low amount of notes, as you can see. Just 2, just 3 this time, 2 again. Like, yeah. So the density up here really helps with, you know, I call it sound harvesting because with this, it's meant to, like, you just play around with sounds. Like, you can make straight up music with it, which, stay tuned, you know, that's what this is for. But like, eventually Wait, no, let me restart that. Um, yeah, there's a lot of settings that you can use to get different outputs out of it, such as 16 steps. You can bump that up, you know, per step. You can go all the way up to 64, which is 8 bars. I think that's 8 bars, something like that. So if I wanted to generate a long stream of random stuff, there we go. We got that. And, you know, this really helps with low density and increase the release, because then these notes like ring out and they have all this space and they don't like keep clashing. You know, ASDR, attack, decay, sustain, release. Yeah, that's just basic synth stuff. The shape here is it changes the waveform. Like right now this is a sawtooth, and you can change the level like back to a sine wave, more or less. It's also kind of close to a triangle wave. But then if you go this way, you get more into square territory, which is peak. That's a peak chiptune right there. You change the spoon here to get different octaves. So if I go up one, I'll change the density a little more. And the milk changes the volume. I like that interface. Like the milk is the volume. I didn't get milk. Okay. Maybe next time. I don't know if I'll do the cookie bit again. We'll see. But anyway, it can go way up. I apologize for high frequencies, perhaps. It can go up to 4. Yeah. Or you can go down 4 as well. So here's just regular. And then down 1. And then down another. You know, that's like tenor, like bass, baritone level. I mean, and then you go way down. That's some, yeah. Bilk. Yeah. And then down 4, you get like this goopy, just like crazy deep. Like listen to that. That's crazy. But it's, you know, it's good that it happens. You know, unlike the tempo in FL Studio, I'm still thinking about that. Like, I remember playing around with effects, and I'd press record, and you would be able to go up to 999 beats per minute to like get some really fast things, and then I'd move it up and down for sound, you know, like sound design stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so that is the melody, and then the bass works basically the same, no pun intended. The glide here, that's portamento. That is it makes the notes really slidey, such as sliding around. But for those of you who might know, this is a sawtooth wave. So if you move it up, it's basically another melody channel. Pono Boy, go ahead and keep talking. I enjoy what you say. But yeah, so moving the bass up, you essentially got another level of melody going on. And my big point that I want to make today is you don't have to use plugins the way they're intended to do, or you don't have to use plugins the way they're designed to be used, because it's all about what you create. and you have all these different ways to create things, and these are the materials. um they may say like, you can have fun. Like, I'll just generate all these here. This is just pure Chippo, just complete random generation. And it kind of reminds me of Smash Bros. You know how like in the menu music, it's a bunch of little sounds. Um, yeah. Oogie Boogie says, I loved the songs that use Chippo to mimic drums. Yeah. Those of you who are watching who don't know, in the Emily Hopkins community, there was a song contest that used Chippo. Like the rule was, hey, your song is eligible if you used Chippo, and everyone's a winner, but we get to vote for who wins the prize, which I won second place. I'm very, very glad about that. Because if I won first, I would have been given the squonk, a little squonk sculpture thing, which it's a long story. But basically, I'm glad it went to James, because that seems to really match his vibe. I just have it. But anyway, I was really grateful for everyone who said all the nice things about my song. Um, it was a crazy experience because I had vertigo for the first time, and I had to like leave work that day because like I was just so spinny, and like it was just really hard. I thought I was tired at first, but it just kept going, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna have to go home at lunch. So I made it through what I was doing, and then I got home and I was like, well, if I make music, that doesn't make me spin out, you know? So I decided to make a song with Chippo because I knew about the contest, and yeah, that was the song I made. So I'm really glad it worked out. Pona Boy said everyone did such a great job in the Chippo contest. I agree. Like, I love those contests because like it's pure music. Like, when you have a big artist who's releasing something, it's in a way it's kind of a product. Like, they intend to make a bunch of sales and get on these playlists. Like, there's almost like an agenda to it. With the Chippo contest, it was more so just like, hey, I want to express myself, and I want to share with the community what I'm doing with Chippo and my own music. And yeah. Oogie Boogie says, I may try some hip hop Chippo beat, not gonna lie. I'm gonna show that later. um so the format I'm doing tonight is, I want to show you guys Chippo, and then show you what I've done with Chippo, and then who knows, maybe we'll make our own from scratch, so you guys can see in action how I want to do this. Yeah. So what I was saying earlier, when you have plugins, you don't have to use them the way that the designers intended. Um, that's just one of my big philosophies. Um, because I don't know, there's I'll just keep repeating the same information. There's a difference between what you're supposed to do and what you can do musically, and music production wise. So yeah, I think that's about it with that. So this is Chippo. It's been a good time. Thank you, Chippo, for showing me Chippo. So I'm gonna open up. Don't save. I'm gonna open up. The Future is Cookies. That was the song that opened up. That's the song that I used for the Chippo contest. Boom, boomy bappy, or whatever rabbit hole I go down. Yeah. Oh, here's Chippo coming in. So Chippo's got a lot of character. I treat it like it's almost like a living thing. Like it's not like a plugin like Flex, for example, where like, oh yeah, here's a synth sound. That was louder than I was expecting, but no, it's all right. Yeah. It's a synth, I play the chords and there it is. But with Chippo, it's like a guest. It's like, hey, welcome to the project file, Chippo. Thanks for being here. I love your work. So, what I did was I played around with Chippo. I got some recordings of it. So over here is my recording. I think this was just, I got a bunch of kicks. Where's my original recording? Oh, here it is. All right, so this, I just spent like 2 or 3 minutes just finding different I just pressed generate melody. Wait, no, generate bass. Because this is the bass line, actually. Yeah, we don't have to listen to this whole recording because it's like, does it say? Oh yeah, it's 4.5 minutes long. Yeah, so basically I just got the recording and I chopped it up. Let's see. I think it's right here. There's an EQ on it, just to make it brighter. An extra reverb. Yep. So there's that, and then I also generated some, like a bed of a bunch of little notes in the same key, just to fill out the background. Like a full sound, almost like a wall of sound, requires like just, I don't know, it just fills out the implied melody. It is actually the implied harmony. But yeah, so I think this is what I started with, and then I added this. But yeah, I put a few effects on here. There's an EQ. There's a convolution reverb, which adds like a box kind of sound. Without it, it's just another instance of Chippo, but with it, it's like it's in a box. Because that is literally the sound that I use. So if I change it, convolution reverb is crazy. It's like a built-in stereo EQ kind of thing. Yep. So then, let's see, I did that, and then this. What's this? Oh, this is the drums. Oops. So yeah, there's a bit of a stutter thing going on here with a gross beat. I turned the volume down so you still get the emphasis on what the original beat is without these overwhelming it. If I turn it off, it's it's, yeah. And then the delay, I think that's just to add some bit crusher. EQ, the vibrato trick that I use, it's like a randomized vibrato that's so intense that it just becomes noise. I use that on percussions a lot. It's a really cool effect. Excuse me. So yeah, that is That is the main Chippo elements of this. Oh, and then one last thing, and then the rest is mostly not Chippo, but this sound. In the live stream, Russ mentioned it. How it was in the background, and then it became like a more noticeable part of it. I'm using Fruity Granulizer, which it's complicated. Like it's kind of hard to, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain it, but it's randomized all the way. And I had the, I made a recording of all the different Chippo going on. Yeah. I just did that because all this together, you know, again, I wanted that kind of like big wall of sound. So you know, get that like texture going, because in this one you get like the clicks. Yeah, like there's clicks already built in, so I basically wanted to continue that vibe. So then it's cool that these are basically chronological on how I did it. So it's all these, and then I added a beat. Just the kick. And then I decided to add the snare too. And then what's this? Oh, this is the bass line. The burial Reese kind of bass thing. You know, so like hopefully you guys have decent bass. If not, you know, hopefully it's implied there's bass going on. So yeah, there's the bass line, and then I think over here's the extra hi-hats that I added. Yep, on the offbeat. That's just an echo to kind of like add that space, you know, the breathe of it, because like at the beginning of the one beat on the every like few measures, I want it to be like a big attention grabbing strong moment, and a good way to make a moment more intense is make the moment before it kind of like weak or distant, and then it comes right back, you know. So there's that. And then I think this is the melody, the counter melody in the back. Yep. Yep. So I kept it pretty simple, just because like there's already a lot going on. Like you got this one. Yeah, I just wanted that to, again, it's all about like momentum, and you know, even if you're not paying attention, like, oh, it's an ascending thing and then it goes down a bit, like you just feel it when you're listening to the whole thing. You know, I want these elements to work together. So then we got the psh, which, how did I do that? Oh, it was a sound from one of these kits that I added delay to. I thought it was Chippo. I've done that in another beat. There's a drum fill. And I think that's it for like the main part. And I'll just conclude here. It repeats twice to establish the theme. And then elaborating. That's a piano. So I guess a little composition thing that I did here. So this piano melody repeats twice. So yeah. Soaked in reverb. Valhalla Supermassive. It's a good one. Just EQ'd it to make it brighter in the mix. Yep, so it repeats twice, but because the bass line is changing, it makes the context of all the notes way different. So for those of you who can hear it, I almost want to make a beat out of just this. We'll get to that eventually. Yeah. I really liked that part, and so did Russ. But like, you know, I thought about the opening theme to Animal Crossing, for those of you who know it. You know, like I listened to someone who covered it with an oboe and a bunch of re-recording, and I just listened to it over and over, and I was like, this doesn't stay still. Like this composition just goes all over the place, but it's like, it's so nice. It's like all these moments are comforting. So I'm like, compositionally, if you can kind of keep cohesion, which is the beat, the piano and stuff, like keep things solid and cohesive, but still have like just a bunch of movement that doesn't repeat very much. Like that's a good way to go. Like, you know, it adds re-listenability, and you don't get tired of it after a while. So yeah, it was really nice to see people leave a comment being like, I could listen to this all day. So I'm like, yes, that means I did my job, which is you know, this type of composition, having a consistent variation while having it stable and strong, it just really helps with your attention, I guess. So then on the second part, I wanted it to be stronger than the first one. So the first drop, it's then the second drop is it's super subtle, but there's way more going on this time around. First of all, everything is the same except for these additions, which would be like this. It sounds so like 80s keyboard. Like it's a kind of a cheap, degraded sound, but like it really matches with everything else. The cymbals are louder, whereas the first one was I think it was a lot quieter. Yeah. And then there's this extra one, which I'll add the bass just to kind of tell you where it's at. So that basically is just to like add layers to this part, which yeah, so then this last part is just like the conclusion. Like it's you know, I imagine if we're on the ground driving really fast or like running or something, this is the part where we lift off and start like floating in the air, or like if we're in a plane, we're flying now. No beat, just melody. I didn't even mention the effects going on here. So with the string part, or it's a synth. In the first one, it's just normal. But in the second one, I added this plugin. It's gross beat, and there's a bunch of presets, and I went on pitch shifter, and I went 1 octave up. And the reason I did it through here and not through like any other way is because it's glitchy. Like it sounds broken, and I wanted that to kind of like emphasize the digital nature of this. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Oogie Boogie. I really wanted to make sure these layers were not clashing. Like I wanted a lot going on, but I didn't want them to fight, you know. So with the first one, we got just regular notes, but then I turned up the octave thing. You can hear that like kind of clickiness going on. Yeah, so then the bass. So you'll see here, this is the, oh, you can't really see it. There we go. So as you can see here, the notes, I changed the amount of octave going on just based on vibe. You know, with the ascending nature of this one, yeah, I want it to be like, you know, the octave goes up as you go up too, melodically. So as with a lot of songs, ending on the tonic or the root note is like, the song is done. You know, classical composers do that a lot, where it's just like 3 minutes of just the note, the note, the note, you know. And so I thought about them when I was doing this. I was like, all right, this is all gonna just resolve to yep. So anyway, do you guys know of a band called M83? If so, this part, I made it and I was like, it sounds kind of familiar. Oh, it sounds like some of their early work. Or his early work, I guess. Yeah, I love M83. So yeah, that is basically the future is cookies. You know, this intro is just full Chippo. Yeah, I don't need to explain it. Yep. So that's it for this one. Yeah. So now we get to the cool part where let's see. The future better be cookies. I hope so too. I mean, with Evan playing Cookie Clicker, we're each gonna get at least 1 million cookies per person on the world. Maybe more. Who knows? Evan, could you update us on how many cookies you got? Because last time I checked, it was like quintillion, something like that. That's a lot of cookies. You know, and yeah. So with that, I'm going to begin the final phase of this stream, which is let's make something. So we've introduced what Chippo is. We've introduced that song. Well, I guess for those of you chatting, should I show a song that I've started and haven't finished, or should we start from scratch? Because I'm like, you know, like I said, I'm a little sleepy. I want to go to bed. So like we could start a new one, or we can skip ahead and start with a one that is already done, or started, I should say. Evan is about 10 times the global GDP per second in cookies. Yeah, what a lucky man. Yeah, so I kind of want to have one of these. So, you know, with the last one, it had an instance of Chippo, and I didn't have one of these. So here I am. Excuse me. And there's a delay in the chat. So I wish I knew how to do a poll. Should we continue one that I already started, or do you want to do a fresh, brand new one? That's basically what I'm wondering. Because I've got a few unfinished ones. I started one earlier today just to kind of warm myself up on like what I want to do. You know, like a reminder of how my you know, like what skills I can do here with Chippo. Yeah. Well, continue. Okay. I was gonna say, I think I'm just gonna continue one that I started earlier. Well, I mean, I'll go through a few just to kind of show. Yeah. So here's one that I just called Bright Day. I'll have a better thing. Ooh, Chippo. Thanks, Chippo. Yeah, so we could catch along with your current development track. Yep. Okay. So here's one that I started how recently? On the 5th of March. Today's the 8th of March. So yeah, about that long ago. What does this sound like again? Oh, it's house. This is 100% Chippo. I did a lot of things. And there's some chords coming up here. Yeah, it's a pretty simple project right now, but what I did vertically is it was kind of a lot. So just as a little recap, Chippo comes with drum sounds, and I used that for a lot of what I was doing here. I'll just turn the melody down and the bass in case they want to play. So just a quick little recap. You can do, let's see, 8 plus 8 is 16. Okay. 16 steps. So if I sequence this myself, we got it's a pretty simple, like almost 808 kind of bass. For those of you on your phone, it's like boom, 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 boom. So then I add a snare. Yeah. The snare, it's like a noise, a filtered noise that has a certain decay to it. And then the hi-hat. Turn the reverb off. Yeah. So this is pure straight up Chippo. But what I did is I took a recording of each of these individually. So, oh, they're still playing. Oh, well. Yeah. And then, so I had a pure recording and I did some stuff to it. Yeah. So then I ended up with this kick. It's in my left ear for some reason. Is it in anyone else's left ear? That's so strange. Why is it doing that? Oh, there we go. For some reason that was clicked. So that is the original Chippo kick, but in FL Studio you can change this thing. It's called the pogo effect. If I do it all the way up, it's even more clicky, kind of like a techno kick. But if I lower it down to regular, excuse me, that's basically the original. If I do it the other way, instead of like boom, it's like boom, if that makes sense. Which, that's a cool kick as well. But let's see, it was at 68%. Yep, I got the kick. I put an EQ on it just to emphasize what I wanted to emphasize. A wave shaper, which is, it's just a distortion. And then a couture, that is a transient shaper. So the onset is loud and then the rest of it is soft. So instead of boom, boom, it's like boom, 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 you know? and then the EQ afterwards, because EQ going into a distortion is different than working with the EQ after the distortion. Yep, so then that is the kick. First thing I did, because I was like, oh yeah, I could do something with a kick. I really like the clicky high-end nature of it. I don't know how it sounds in like real speakers, but in the headphones it sounds cool. I did the hi-hat. And how did I do this? The regular Chippo hi-hat, but with some effects to it. Looks like a whole lot of things. I won't go through it all. Just know that there's a delay to add bit crusher. There's vocal doubler, which adds a stereo effect. There's vibrato, which makes it fuzzy. Bit fun, that's a bit crusher. It adds bits. EQ, you know. And then at the end is a compressor, Renaissance AXX. That is a really good, you know, it squishes it, so it's very easy to listen to. Hi-hat is addictive, yeah. There's 3 layers going on here. So you got this one in the offbeat, so I'll put the metronome on, and it is. Yep, so I wanted it to be, instead of just like the same thing over and over again, it's got kind of like a mini story going on rhythmically. So we got, I'm in the piano roll. There's the regular pitch, but then there's a higher pitch, which I just wanted to emphasize different levels of it. And again, this is another variation of it. Very crunchy, very delay stereo going on here. Yeah, because again, I just want it to be really dynamic, and as a drummer myself, I understand that you don't just play like you play, you know, there's a big difference in dynamics, and we respond better. So and then we add the snare. Which, how did I do this? It is the Chippo snare, but I shortened it, and then I did other stuff to it. EQ, blood overdrive, which if you're an FL Studio user, blood overdrive is fantastic for drums. You know, it saturation in general, adding distortion, small distortion to your drums is basically always a good idea, because people listening on their phones can hear it clearly. People in good systems will hear it very clearly. And yeah, you can get the presence without all the volume. I used to just crank the volume up, but then I learned later it's about the dynamic quality of it, like the EQ and the compression more than the actual loudness, you know. I did a sound picture thing without it. Yeah, I didn't want to take out my my effects by changing the pitch, so I just moved it up. And then an EQ, because whoa. I EQ'd it, but I also turned the volume way up. Excuse me. And then that sidechain to the kick. Every time the kick plays, it squishes down and it distorts. And then what's this? Oh, yeah, the percussion. This is the Chippo kick, but I took the beginning off, so it's just the end part. So if I oops, I need to plug my keyboard in. It's flashing red at me. Yeah. Yeah, so that bloopy sound is thanks to the Chippo kick. And I added some distortion, EQ, and then like this supermassive, but it's really small. Without it, it's pretty flat, but with it, we're in a room. Yeah, so that's what I got with that. This one might be a long story on how I got this. So again, this is pure Chippo, which means I somehow got chords out of, using Chippo, which is kind of meant for individual notes. But here, I just recorded myself with long notes. Wait, we're getting ahead of ourselves. I deleted it, but I don't have the original recording, not unless I mess with some settings here. But I got a recording of myself, just generating all the different notes. And then afterwards, I took the granulizer like this. The note is really down. So like if I press, it's going to slow motion. Sorry, that doesn't sound very nice. Yeah, so as you can hear, it's slowly changing. That's very, what do you call it? It really sucks you in because like I could just listen to where this takes me a lot. Like you can make a soundscape out of this. But yeah, basically, that's slow motion going through it. So if you change these knobs, like if I move them, a really trippy digital effect going on. And if I keep it moving, it doesn't robot out. That's roboting out. But if I move it, yeah, you get a nice thing. That is 100% trippy. Yeah. Dude, imagine like just sitting here and just doing that for like a long time. Like that's how I do a lot of my music, is like I find stuff like that. I need to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to turn on the music again and I'll be right back. Test. That was weird. Did you guys hear that? We went extreme fuzzy for a moment. Sorry about that. I drank a whole glass of water before starting, and yeah, nature. Anyway, the mute button, because I didn't have any issues with that. This is the first time I used my mute button. So yeah, still a great mixer. It was a gift from a friend, and he said like, yeah, I'm not using it anymore. You can go ahead and try it out. And I'm learning to really like it because if I'm recording, I can turn a knob and do extra effects. Oh yeah. I can even do, let's see. Whoa. You know, like the possibilities are pretty big. Whoa, testing. Hello. Whoa. Testing. Hello. Yo. Test 1 2 1 2 3. Oh yeah. That's crazy. Hello. Testing 1 2 3. Let's get some frequency. Oh yeah. This isn't the greatest. Hello. Testing 1 2 3. Hello. Can anyone hear me? We got some technical issues going on. Hello. Testing 1 2 3. Oh hey Dev. Awkward time to show up. I'm having mic issues. Hello. Can you hear me clearer now? It sounds like it. Yeah, we got a fuzzy mic moment. You can kind of see behind the scenes. I got my little mouse here. I got a little footrest, and yeah, I'm chilling. But with this mixer here, whenever I press the mute button, whenever it turns back on, it seems to be good now. But it was extremely fuzzy. So yeah, sounds like we're back on. So I'm gonna move this back, and here we are. So yeah, back to what I was doing. Got to get my frame back. Here I am. Welcome back to another stream. So yeah. Shouldn't have gone on that bathroom break. Should have just peed right here. Just kidding. But anyway, so I did that chord thing, and here's the recording of it. If we scrub forward a bit. Sorry. So yeah, that is made from Chippo. Innovative use of Chippo. Thank you. Yeah, like I like these challenges where I do what I can with limited source material. Because back in the day I didn't have any mics. I didn't have samples. Those were expensive, and I didn't just want to download things without asking. So I made a lot of things work, and I learned these techniques. Well, this one's like a recent one, like within the past 5 years. But yeah, so I grabbed some chords from there. And here's what they sound like as I play on my keyboard. So oh, hey, Rye. Who's up, Ray and they bird? You're telling me. Yeah, so I got these chords from Chippo. Without any effects, it would sound like this. So back to the keyboard. Way more oh, hey, James. Yeah. So yeah, that's without anything. And then I put an EQ on just to make it brighter. And then I was like, that doesn't sound fully right, so I'm going to add the bit crusher, thanks to delay 3. And then I did some doubling and EQing afterwards. So now we have... Yeah, so that's available to use. So yeah, so I made this little chord progression. Yep, so then all together. Yep. I think down here I also did... Yeah, it's the same chord recording, so it's nothing new. Yep, just chopping up what I recorded. But yeah, so that is this song so far. Yep, so that's a few ways I've used Chippo for this. Thanks, Devi. Yeah, again, 100% Chippo. Oh no, I'm fuzzing out. Oh no. Come on. Maybe I need some more voltage going on. Hello. I'm a robot. Hello. Okay. There we go. For some reason, it like unclogs and it's like clear again. That's weird. I don't like that that happens, but well. At least I get crazy effects. New sounds. Okay, so yeah, that's this song. To be honest, I don't feel that inspired to finish this one, but I do want to show you guys some other ones that I've done that I could probably continue. I just don't know what else I would do, like maybe add a bass line, something like that. I don't know. Bones grooving. Not saving because I didn't change anything, just to show you guys the guts. Some crazy weird vocal effects. Make it work for you. Yeah. Well, like, yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Whenever I press the mute button, sometimes it'll come back fuzzy, and yeah, it's unpredictable, but it's a cool saturation effect. So this is another Chippo beat that, let's see. So I made a kick. I actually made like 3 kicks. Oh yeah, that was the snare. Anyway, let's just hear the beat. Yeah, I made that a few hours ago. Thanks, Pona Boy, for the fire emojis. Yeah, like that is, it's a bappy. Like I want to explore. Like I want to figure out like, okay, we got these drum sounds to work with, and I have some techniques to, I don't know, transform them. And so this beat is made out of kick samples. Yep. So the main kick, the one, whoops. Yeah, this is the main kick, and then the itty bitty one that helps the groove move, and then this is the boom, and then believe it or not, that's a kick sound as well. I raised the pitch way up there. I could stream to finish my taxes too. Thanks, James. Yeah, I gotta get those. I'm missing a W-2 from one of my previous employers. Anyway, so sounds like a party in a modern rom-com where the girl is out with her friends and stares into the bathroom mirror and realizes she is unfulfilled in her current life. That is ultra specific, and I'm here for it because, you know, like, let's listen again to the whole thing, not just the drums. Yeah, I can see that. Especially like the drums are really aggressive, but like numb sounding, if that makes sense. Like especially the little shaker thing going on. Yeah. I won't go into the bits into how I did all this. I think you guys get it. I just do stuff to it. Like, I guess in the chat, let me know if you want to know the specifics. If you're also a producer and you want to know, like, oh, how'd you get, like, you know, the crunch sound under the kick. Yeah, so anyway, I did the thing where I recorded myself finding one note, but then I did this thing where it loops indefinitely, I should say. And so then now it's a keyboard. Oops. Now it's a keyboard instrument. Yeah, I can do whatever I want with it. So there's that. I did that chord recording thing I did. Here's it unreversed. But then I reversed it. See you soon, Pony Boy. Yeah. So I just got this note. I think it's a fifth. Yeah, it's nice. It's got that soundscape chillness going on. Like I could listen to this for a while. Just kind of, it's so chill. But anyway, so that's the background of this beat. All right, so I know what I'm doing next, and that will require me to add another instance of Chippo. Hey, let's get some chocolate chip cookies in the chat, such as the one right here. I'm going to add another instance of Chippo, which means I'm having one of these. Mass produced. Sorry. These are really flowery. Like it tastes like powder. I mean, they're all right, but I'm not endorsing them. I'm not sponsored by them, so I don't need to tell you what brand it is. Just know I got some small cookies, and then later on, spoiler alert, I got a couple big ones actually on a blue plate. Oh yeah, we got production value on this channel. Thanks for the cookie emojis. Yeah, so with this, I'm going to add another melody, and let's have 64 steps going. I'm going to generate a melody, move the density down. All right, so generate. Big Boogie, the cookie. I did not get crumble cookie. No, these are a lot more generic. I actually got these two from a gas station, where like they have, hold on, Chippo. Thank you, Chippo. They have these cookies under like a warm window. Above it is like, you know, to go containers of like food, and then underneath they have some of these. These weren't warm when I got them, but they have them on the side. And so I was like, you know, this is photogenic. It's made by a big corporation, so of course they have you know, the appearance down. But yeah. This is a different flavor. I'm just going to be vague about what these are. Just note this is made from a corporation. So anyway, I got crumbs all over my fingies. Yep, so with this Chippo, I'm going to press record, and we'll see what Chippo does. So that was the bass. Oh yeah, and here's my recording of all the. I'm gonna delete it. I've gotten what I needed to from it. Yeah. So here we go. Chippo. Oh, I know what my original plan was. It wasn't a melody, it was a bass line. All right, so stop that. Let's get this bass going. All right, and there's a bass line. Hey, gas station food slaps more than you would think. Sheets is best. Sorry, not sorry. I have not had Sheets. Um, for those out of the country, Sheets is a chain of gas stations that I think it mostly exists in the upper right part of the country in America, the East Coast kind of thing. Uh, Devi kind of back me up here. uh, I don't go there very much, and if I do, I'm flying, and yeah, so I'm not like, you know, I'm not very experienced over there. I'm more experienced in the Midwest and like kind of Colorado area. I've been to Florida a few times. I've been to California a few times. I used to live in Florida actually, so I know all about Publix and Wawa, Maverick. Those are some fun ones. I love stopping at Maverick. It's so vibrant and colorful there. Um, One that we have here in South Dakota is Quick Star, which if you're in some other territory, it's the same company, but it's called Quick Stop with a K. Um, yeah, I think they're from Pennsylvania and southward, maybe. That's what I read. Like, there's this guy on YouTube. His name's Company Man. Not the Company Man, but just Company Man. He makes videos talking about like the rise and fall of certain companies, and just goes over their history and like where they're located and the owners, things like that. It's great channel. My brother and I have been following him for a long time, and like we just chat about his videos when we meet up sometimes. It's cool. Um, but yeah, I saw the episode about cheats, and that's where it was. Not trying to start a fight, but gas station food across the states is eh. Bucky's is completely overrated. I've been to Bucky's once. I went to Texas recently in the past year, and like I didn't have enough money to like spend a whole lot in Bucky's, but excuse me, I walked through it and it was big. They're not lying. It's a big space, big space. It kind of reminded me of Twilight Princess, how like the buildings and everything are wide, but like you're normal sized. Company Man is underrated. I'm glad you're also a watcher. Hello, test. 1 2 1 2 test. Check. Okay, we're back. Clear your ears out, everyone. Oh, come on. Hey, we were getting hello, test. We're just gonna have to deal with the intermittent fuzziness. But yeah, as a quick aside, gas station food, uh, it's gotten way better in the past few years, and that kind of sucks because that means I go there. That means I have some not so great food. Hey, Stooky person, how's it going? Uh, I'm just chatting. My mic is doing some fuzzy things, and so yeah, we're just kind of dealing with it. I think as voltage passes through, it kind of like cleans it off. That's my hope. But yeah, so excuse me. So yeah, we're just chatting about gas station food. Gas station food. Uh, I hope my words are clear. Um, yeah, glad you're going well. So for those testing 1 2 3, it went mute. That was crazy. For those just joining, I've got cookies because we're doing Chippo. But I've also got a smaller one. What is going on here? This is upsetting because like I I'm like saying words and I want to make sure that I'm being heard. Anyway, I got a bunch of small cookies and I got two big ones. Two big cookies. Come on. Hey now. I don't know what's going on here. Uh hello, test. Hello. Uh Testing, 1 2 3. My mind is buzzing. mics with cookie dust. I don't know. I hope not, because I hope it's not like coming from my mouth. My If anything, my keyboard is getting filled with crumbs, but I can clean that later. Um yeah. Yeah, this all happened because I drank a lot of water before stream, and mid explanation I'm like, all right guys, I gotta be back. And so I pressed the mute button, and then now it's all fuzzy. Uh if you can make that sound. I'm gonna have to listen back and see how this sounds, because this is ridiculous. Oh hey Abby. Um yeah, so like check 1 2. I think we're good. I think we're good. So anyway, yeah, big diversion. If my mic keeps messing up, I'm gonna have to cut stream off, because this is it's pretty ridiculous. But anyway, back to the show. Oh my god, Chip, it's been recording this whole time. I'm gonna have to delete that. We got 7 minutes of silence. So anyway, let's get a good recording of Chippo from the bass. Let's go. Oh, thanks, Abby. I forgot it wasn't on infinite mode. All right, so I gotta turn these notes down because there's too many going on. I want space because I'm gonna add a whole bunch of reverb to this. I got games on my phone, chat. 7 minutes of silent recording. You can release it as an extended version of John 433 by John Cage. Yeah. I made 433 with Chippo. We should have done that for the contest. Like, oh, it's a cover song, but I think it'll be good. Tried to add a super chat, but couldn't. Don't want to interrupt the flow, but have a producer question at the end. Like, I genuinely don't know if I can accept super chats. Like, you could try, but I don't think I'm big enough for that. Like, you know, I've got like 400 something subscribers right now, and I think I need to pass a certain threshold. I need a certain amount of like you know, watch hours, as well as like, you know, upload consistently. Like there's requirements to do it, and Russ and Emily, they've hit all of those requirements, so they've had all that, you know, they've had that for a while. So if you want to try, I cannot. You already tried. Yeah, that sucks, because that'd be a lot of fun. But eventually, you know, the point of doing this is so that I flex the muscle of making content and having a presentation, and then yeah, we can do that. Dev, you just subbed. Thank you. I didn't know you had your own channel. You should hype it in the Discord more. I really should. Thanks for that, because like I get really shy, you know. Like, I do a lot of stuff, but I always have this this urge to explain myself before I just show it. Or, you know, I don't want to overextend. I don't want to be like, hey, you know, I don't know. It's a personal thing. I know I'm like allowed to. But I just want it to be my own thing. This this is recording. a whole bunch of silence again. This is what happens in show business, you know? So, anyway. So I got all these notes. I'm going to add them to this project. I don't think they're in key, but, you know, whatever. Let us know if we can help in any way to get you beefed up and ready for super chats. Oh, thanks, Abby. Subscribe, like this stream. You know, I don't know if just copying and pasting the share link counts. I don't know, like that type of metric. I need my testing. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, here we are. We're back. We're back. We're back. Again, I'm just flexing this muscle of doing a presentation. If I have a good presentation, people will stick around, and that is more important than anything, really. You know, that's why people watch. So yeah, thanks, Abby. So yeah, I got this recording here. I'm gonna turn the volume up here. Already liked and subscribed. Thanks, Stuki. Yeah, like in the future, I'm gonna get these recordings of these streams. If I get a decent arc, you know, like then I'll edit them into highlights and just post them on my page. Like I'm treating this like gaming content, more or less. So like I wanna have some stuff. I wanna be a part of the conversation with music production, like Rob Scallon and Andrew Huang and you know, that type of thing. You know, we're kind of past the era of like doing like certain gimmicks, like, oh, let's make a song in an hour. Oh, you know, like I'll have to figure it out. Right now I'm just doing what I feel like, and then we'll see what sticks. I've got this reverb preset here. Boglin supporting Boglins. Love to see it. Yeah. Yeah. It's really, really appreciated, guys, because if you check my channel in my live stream tab, I've done a few streams in the past, but like I didn't tell a lot of people. I just showed up. And like it's hard to do it without a chat because hello, test 1 2 3 1 2 3 check 1 2. It's hard to do this without a chat because hold on. Check 1 2 check 1 2. Can you hear me now? This is unfortunate. I got some mic issues. Hello. Okay. This will have to be good enough. I'm sorry. But if I don't have a chat, then I just start talking about things and I'm like, who cares? No one's really paying attention. So like, you know, I don't know how detailed to get because I know some of you don't do music, and yeah. Also just subbed. Gotta help out solve the issue. I just plugged it into a different channel. That's cool. The bass is a little high. I'm gonna change that. Yeah, so maybe that solved it. I don't know if we're clear. We're very clear. Get however detailed you want to get. Yeah. Thanks, Pona Boy. Anyway, back to what we're supposed to be doing here. I got Chippo here, and I put a giant reverb plugin on it. I don't know if it's in key, so I'm just gonna mute everything else. No. I mean, it sounds nice, but it's not in key. So this is in C. And then this one is in a different key. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it happens from time to time. So move that down. So, yeah, here's a little music theory moment where I have to figure out like what harmony, what key we're in. I think Oh, hey Merles. How's it going? I'm just here. I'm struggling with Chippo a bit. I've got my Chippo in real life going on here, and I honestly don't know what to do with these ones because every time I add a new instance of Chippo, I have one of these. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. But thanks everyone for being here. I'm figuring out the key, which, if I remember right, if 0 is Ionian, Mixolydian is 5. So that means I go down 2. All right, let's see if my if my thing is correct. It is not correct. That is very unfortunate. But we're getting close. So we got 2 different scales going on. Yep. I'll get it. There's 12 possibilities, and I've gone through a few of them already. There we go. I think we got it. Maybe. I want like a regular major, and right now I'm getting a Mixolydian going on. So happy to see you guys chatting in chat. Yeah, thanks again for being here. -8 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is +4. So that is an octave up. So I'm just going to take out the flat 7 because I don't know. That's not what I'm looking for here. Just checking up on chat on my phone. I swear I'm paying attention, you guys. Just imagine I was just streaming and I'm just like, yeah, so anyway, just start scrolling Instagram or something. Oh, sweet. Merle's is on the other side of a sinus infection. Very good. I'm about to start mine. Just kidding. But you know, spring is coming, and it's like a big deal. Like a lot of times I have spring stuff happening. Who knows? At some point it stops. Yeah, we're Chippo away at this stream here. Big W, I'm right there with you, Bards. Oogie's like 95% through it. Yeah, like here in South Dakota, it's warm. We've got a few cold days left in March, but we've passed straight up winter. We're in the weird blendy middle part. So I'm really happy about that. Like I'm seriously just so happy because The first 3 months of winter are nice. You know, you need the contrast, but like after a while, winter, I just haven't enjoyed winter as much as I used to. Uh, is that aging? Is that trauma related to, winter? I don't know. Something like that. Hey, Richard. Yeah. Uh, so anyway, so this is the whole beat with that added chippo that I just did. We'll see how it blends together. Um, right now, yeah, we'll just see. Cool. We're getting somewhere. So as a reminder, is my high end good? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. I'm just happy my mic is working again because for those of you not here earlier, it was extremely fuzzy and I just couldn't tell if my actual enunciated words were coming through. But yeah. So Sticky Person is in Western Australia. Meanwhile, down there, things should start to cool down. Exciting. Yeah. Uh, I've found as I grow up, winter can kind of be rough, but like we need it. Like we need that contrast that, it's difficult. And there's something important about that. It's kind of hard to put into words, but like I think winter is required, I guess. Like, some parts of the world they don't even have it. And so people who are like from like the south or some desert area, like they come and experience winter, they're like, "Oh my god, this is horrible." And that's fine. I was raised here in South Dakota where we get very high highs, experienced like hundreds of degrees and also minus like 60. It's crazy. Huge range. Yeah, James is in South Texas or Central Texas, and a couple days last week almost hit 90 already. That's crazy. We're in the same time zone. uh, yeah. Richard F is in the UK, right? I think you're in the UK, but pothole season, mud season. Uh, yeah. Just checking up on chat. Debbie's been really impressed with what everyone's made with Chippo. It's been really fun to see the progress. Yeah, like a big part of what I'm doing here is just showing I'm like a really, I don't know. I like doing some really finicky stuff in production. I've been producing since I was like 13. Yeah, I was 13 when I started and I'm 29 now. I turn 30 soon. And so it's just like, I don't know. I love music and I love music at all levels. Like people who are just starting, like they got music in them and they want to put it out. So like I'm not going to be like, that bass is really really kind of quiet, or like, I'm not going to like, pick it apart. Oh, Richard's in New England. Okay. I don't know why I thought you were in regular old England. Yeah. Yeah, we got some Colorado representation, which is nice. I lived in Colorado for a bit. I had some pretty nice times there. Um, Also some not so great times, but I'm not going to talk about it. Maybe someday. But yeah. So anyway, let's get back to this. I need to make sure I keep my chat open though. Again, I've got chat on my phone. I'm not I'm not just scrolling through something else. Um yeah. So anyway, I've got this. Um so when I was listening back, I was hearing how these new Chippo notes are interacting with these old chords. So I got those, and then I just now added this. So the only thing that I'm like not too big of a fan of here is this note. Bodo. It's a Mixolydian sound. You know, like that. Like I'm going for maybe like a Ionian or Lydian sound. Like just I don't know, but like that's what I've got. So maybe I should work with it. This is the thing with Chippo, like it is like working with someone else. Like I could re-record and find more notes, or I can work through what I know and kind of make it work. So oops. I'm just gonna copy and paste this one because I like the rhythm of it. It's untethered, but it's nice. So this was off the grid, so I have to get it back on the grid. Sounds kind of messy and wispy. Totally not playing Cookie Clicker on your dude. Yeah, imagine like I'm over here. I'm like, yeah, clicky, and just like clicking a phone as I do it. Ionian, as in Greek. Ionian mode. So like there's the church modes. Like you get all the white keys on a keyboard. If you start at C, that's the major scale, but they call it Ionian because that's the classical kind of thing. Yeah. Ionian, as in one of the several historical church modes, which were indeed based on ancient Greek scales. Yes, exactly. Yeah, like I had a chart at one point in high school. Like when I learned about them, I'm like, this is extremely useful. So I drew this chart of like the keys to the side, like a piano roll, like this. And I was like, all right, so if you start from here, that is you know what? Never mind, that's not gonna work. But basically, major scale, every white key starting from C. These notes. If you start from D, that's a different one. Start from E, etc., up until the octave again. And I had the chart where it's like, okay, if I want to get from normal major to like Mixolydian, which is like Ghostbusters major, then I go up 5 notes, 5 scale degrees. And then like whenever I'd make music, I'd kind of think in those terms of like, okay, so if I want to do this, I need to move this note up and down. Yeah, it was a very nerdy chart and I didn't really do it based on like, uh, like it wasn't proper. It was just the way I understood it. uh, Bard said my 34 string carbon fiber lever harp is named Dorian. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I always loved that name, like as a first name. Like it's so cool. It's uh what's the phrase? Whimsical. uh so I don't actually know what the scales are. That's interesting. We'll keep listening, or what a scale is in general. Yeah, like uh I'm like I have peripheral knowledge. I've studied music theory. But there's a point where I'm like, all right, I get it. I don't need to keep learning. No, not like that, but more so like, um, I know I vaguely know how to read music, but I more so just learned music theory in a way that I can apply it here and with my ear, because I learned music by ear, improperly. So I want to keep that going. um, yeah. Um, anyway, there's loud vehicles behind me if you can hear it. Hopefully not. All right, so I'll take out this part here. Yep, so take out these notes because that's where I'm getting issues. Yeah. Music theory equals, hold on. Music theory, maths using music. Yeah. Like music theory is just what people have done and how to talk about it. It's not the rules. And that's one thing that people get, caught up in. It's like, there's practices, and then there's what actually works. Anyway, you guys get it. I'm adjusting the time here. Yep, so we got that going. I would describe the scale as a limited set of notes. Church modes are diatonic with 7 steps arranged in a sequence of whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. What makes each mode different is where you start within that pattern. Yeah. And, people at some point were like, you know what? We're sick of this. Let's try something else and see if it works. And then you get like atonal music and like, all these different more exotic scales. Exotic meaning not just Western European. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Like, yeah. I'm like kind of losing steam with this song because like, let's give it another listen. So yeah, Merles, I didn't read that typo because I'm like, I think I get what you mean. But you mentioned how ham was because in middle school we came up with a numerical or uh, word device. um, whole wheat, half wheat waffles with ham. Uh, oh, thanks. Um, yeah, for those who don't know, I made a few Chippo beats and I posted them in the Emily Hopkins Discord, and I decided like, I want to keep Chippo going. Like, we had the contest. There was the initial release where, the press, everyone was like, "Oh, there's a new free plugin. And it's made by Emily Hopkins. Let's see how it works." And some people were really like, they just didn't get it. Like, Chippo is not your average like VST plugin. It's its own thing. It's like inviting a guest over who, has all these qualities, and like you don't just be like, you suck, go home. And like you work with it and you kind of make it uh you make music with it, with its qualities. And so I've decided to keep it going. That's kind of the point of this stream. Like I want to keep making music with it and put it in a good light, because I think the reason people aren't using it as much is because it's strange. I haven't really seen another plugin that does the same thing. So I just want to shine a benevolent light on it, where it's like, Chippo's pretty cool actually. I've seen some people post about it and they're like, this plugin kind of sucks. It's like, guys, maybe you suck. um yeah. Oh, good. Your vocal experiments are going swell. Uh, oh, sweet. Thank you. Uh, showing your friends that song. You know what? I'm kind of sick of this beat. I mean, I'll work on it eventually. I'll probably add other beats to it, but man, I'm just, like I mentioned to those who have been here from the beginning. It was daylight savings today. We didn't get an hour of sleep more. So yeah, it's just been kind of like, I've been sleepy, tired, but I decided that I want to make the stream happen anyway. What did we call it? It was called The Last Cookie, right? Well, before I show everyone that, I just want to show this other one that I did. I put this in the Discord as well. Actual Boglantier recording cake. Yeah, it's like, we travel this creature traveled such a long distance to come here and make music. You're not gonna be like, you know what, I don't like what you have to offer. Just it's like, well, you came all this way, might as well work with what you got. Um, yeah, it's nice to let work rest before returning to it, like 13. And but at the beginning, I made a song, and I'm like, I made a song. This is it's a real thing. And like, I'd like, I didn't release it properly because distribution, like free distribution stuff, I don't think even existed back in 2009. But like, I just had it saved, and I'm like, oh, these are all, I don't know. Um, Regardless, uh, Stuki said he enjoyed using it. I'm trying to figure out how to get a rimshot sound on it so I can use it in a tune I previously did. I want to show you. Well, I did it in the last one, but if you get, I don't know, you use GarageBand, don't you? Because I have a solution, but it requires doing a whole lot of steps. Basically, you get the kick sound, and you raise the pitch way up there, and it's like, it's kind of a clave sound almost. And if you put a few of them on top of each other, almost like this big tall chord, then I'm sure you could get a rim shot sound. But again, I just don't know what your setup is. Maybe there's a way to do that in GarageBand, but anyway, we are here with my second to last showing here. This is a song called Need You, as in, like, you know, you need dough when you're creating something, or, you know, like making dough to bake cookies. So here it is. Nice. Yeah, there must be a way to do that in Ableton. So I'll let it play. My CPU is working, going hard. Yeah, I was just checking the chat. I wanted to see who's here in chat, and then my computer's like, whoa, we're working too hard here. It's like, yeah, it's like pensive. It's like a guy's like, I need a computer upgrade. Just fun fact. Just want to put it out there. If you guys see me playing on Emily's channel, my character is always like, you know, glitchy almost. I've watched back some of the streams, and whenever my character is moving, it's like animated differently. Our OBS started to gas out. It wasn't OBS. It was FL Studio, because if I add too many effects to stuff, it does that like slow motion crackle up there is where it was working too hard. But anyway, so yeah, as a resident glitch wizard, I approve. Thanks. Yeah, so like, what is this here? Oh, right. This reverse stuff, this is Chippo. Yeah, I just got some snare sounds and I reversed them. Yeah, see you later, Oogie Boogie. Glad you can make it. I'm gonna wrap up soon too. I'm losing interest. I mean, I appreciate you guys being here. Twinkly but not annoyingly pinging like me. Yeah, like yeah, I listened to this beat and I was like, it's cool, but it's a little, you know, it's like stiff, and I want it to be like, yeah, it's got like a smooth, sultry motion almost, but it matches the clicky glitchiness that comes with this original sample, chopped sample. And then, you know, if you notice a theme here, I take like a repeated top thing and then I change the bass line to change the context. Headphone users. Yeah, made it into like a minor scale thing. So then yeah, so that's the basis of this one. Later on I add these chords which sound like this. Here, I'll just solo it here. Oh, this is what's causing the crazy CPU. So yeah, that's trying to happen underneath it, but my CPU is like, you know, we're working hard, but we got a limit here. I can respect it. It works when I'm not streaming. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah, so like again, I just recorded myself playing with Chippo and I got these notes. Whole bunch of reverb. And then like there's an extra pickup note. That came from, or that was the same recording, but I put it through different effects. It's like some stereo mid-side doubler thing. Glisses as in glissandos. Yeah. Yeah. I guess one last thing. Here's some like ASMR type metal-y things going on. Hey, see you later, Pono Boy. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, like I said, I'm concluding soon. It's bad form to say this, but like I want to go. Like I'm kind of losing my interest here. But thanks again for everyone for being here. But yeah, so this metal sound. Big long story about this. Basically, I got this drum sound here in cymbals in the Ninth Wonder kit. Yeah, that rimshot sound. The snare crunch, the ASMR crunch. I like it. Yeah, I add that sound to a lot of my songs. Fun fact: I started doing that before ASMR was a thing. Let's go. Yeah, and like, yeah, so just reverse. So it's like, you know, reverse and then back to the normal. And then I just, like with my keyboard, I just went up and down a whole lot. And then we got some extra, yeah, I don't know. There's this thing called delay bank. I'm gonna conclude because yeah, so there's that one, and then the final one, don't save. The final one is called, fittingly, The Last Cookie, which I need to remember where it is. Spoilers for a bunch of my folders. If you guys see a project file you want to see, just call it out. All right, so we got these Chippo songs. Chippo, the last cookie. There we go. I've been putting the word Chippo at the beginning just to kind of help me see it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna have another instant. Hey, if you got headphones on, I would encourage you to keep them on. Turn Chippo off. So yeah, this is the last cookie. The song. I have more cookies. But yeah. Oh no. Okay, it's good. Come on, computer. Come on. My computer worked very when I'm not streaming. But anyway, so yeah, Bards in the Feather in the chat. We are currently working on this song. I made this and I'm like, hey, could you help me out? Like I can imagine, but it kind of doesn't seem like my place with that. Like I feel like someone else who has a different perspective could get something better out of it. So I sent it to Merles, and here we are. Yeah, so this started out with this. You know, like I was gonna do a soundscape, I think. All right, yeah. But then I decided to I don't know, put a beat behind it because Chippo can do drums as well. Yeah, thanks, Merles. This is what started the beat, actually. I was gonna do like a, yeah, ambient, but also like, you know, it's like gliding along, but it's like super glitchy. Yeah. Yep, that's a Chippo kick. Man, my computer's not liking this. That's how you know it's a good one. When the computer's like, oh man, we gotta haul all this cool data. And then here in the chorus, I guess you could call it, I added this tambourine. No, this isn't the tambourine. That's more Chippo. Yeah, you can make an entirely different song with this with this drum style. It's like, yeah. And then up here I did I was like, the only way I could think to yeah, the snare is also Chippo. The only way I could think to like add more layers to this last part was add a tambourine sound. Come on, computer. But basically it's like so many crunchy effects going on here. Bit crusher, transient shaper, vocal doubler, and EQ. And then that side chain to the kick, so when it hits, man, this is unfortunate. But yeah, it just creates a nice full effect, and it's quiet, so it's like it adds to it, but it's not like, and I'm the tambourine when it comes in. Over here is some Chippo crash cymbal. Super quiet. But you know, I was listening to it and I'm like, this needs more like wow emphasis whenever the beat starts. So it's like, could you possibly discuss what scales or key areas or implied chord progression is being used? I hypothesized G minor-ish. I don't know. let's take a look. So loosely two flats. So it is let's take a look at this bass line. Where's the bass line? Oh wait, no, that's the bridge. So it's like looks like D sharp. So I guess this is the root note. That's the so like during this middle part. Man. My computer. I have one project file that like almost destroys my computer whenever I open it. For those of you who want to look it up, it's called sharp, but A sharp. So that's the scale. So it's so what is it? You know, I'll have to video call you later about that. Maybe not tonight, but yeah. I'm gonna conclude because I want to do something else. But yeah, that is the last cookie. We have made it. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Another one in the bank. Yeah. That's pretty good. Chippo is cool. And I'd like to make a more substantial video about it. Right now, I just freestyled, just showing you guys what it is. And thanks everyone again for showing up. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna try to stream every weekend. We'll see how it goes. Oh wait, the next 2 weekends I might be booked. Yeah, I think the next 2 I might be booked. Yeah, I'll figure out next time. Maybe I'll do it on Tuesday. I'm thinking maybe Tuesday in the evening, kind of around the same time that I start. Stooky's craving for some chocolate chip cookies. I'm sorry. But you know, if I start clicking this one, maybe they'll reach you at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna be streaming more often, and I want to make sure that I bring you guys value. So if you have anything that you want a pivot stream soon, I want to get into doing like the backgrounds, you know, the movement stuff, because eventually it'd be nice to get pivot down. Is this music too loud? Looks like it. Yeah, like I want to get pivot down, and I want to see, like, I don't know, get that improved. I want to explore music and art, because I do those. And so yeah, I've been trying to hype myself up to do some harp improv streams. Do it. Yeah, like it's really helpful that, like, you know, for example, I didn't blow up and go viral, and the chat is filled with a bunch of people who are like, stop talking and get back to making Chippo beats or, you know, something like that. Like, it's nice to have people who are down to just hang out. And yeah, I really appreciate that, especially you, Bards, and Stooky, and Oogie Boogie, and Pono Boy, and Burn Money Beats, and Evan when he was here. You know, he went back to the walls. Yeah, I do visual art, and I haven't done it very much because music has been such a big focal point for me. But I really want to, yeah, I just want to keep sharing what I know and what I learned from creativity, because the biggest thing that we do is, as human beings, is creativity. It helps in ways that we don't fully comprehend, and not saying I know how to comprehend it, but it's like, it helps on such a deep. Yeah. Also, again, huge thank you to Emily Hopkins and the gang for bringing some cool people together, and you know, we help each other out. I want to make sure that what I'm doing is my own thing, and not just like, hey, Emily Hopkins people, if you like her, then maybe you'll like me too. It's like, I want to have my own voice and do my own thing. But it's really appreciated that everyone's here. Stop talking and show them dogs already. I've got shoes on. That would take a while. Yeah, catharsis, expression, comprehension, active processing, release of emotional tension. Yeah. Like, there's so much that I could do here. Like, I play guitar as well, and this mixer has a few inputs, so I could plug it in and I could play live guitar. Like, I want to record an acoustic album where, like, you know, I have some solo songs that I've made where it's like, it's really chill stuff. It's like springtime music, and, you know, so as the weather gets warmer, it'd be a good time to release that, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'm gonna finish this cookie. That'd be funny if I just stopped talking and just eat the cookie. Just staring at here. But yeah, I think I said all my thank yous. I guess that's it. In the background, you are hearing the CPU not messing up. We got the last cookie, so I will play this out, and thank you again for joining. Have a great night or great day, depending on where you are. So, yep, thanks.